Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Ebony Evaughn. Welcome to Ebony Explains. I am back with another Google Workspace tutorial for you guys. Today, you can see I am inside of Google Docs, and that is because we're going to be talking about a brand new feature called tabs within Google Docs. So many of my clients have been asking me, what is the difference between tabs and an outline? Why would I want to use them? How can they help me stay organized, if anything, in my business? So in this tutorial, I'm going to give you a use case scenario for how I am currently using the Google Docs tab feature to help me compartmentalize things, so I see what I need to see in the moment. So before I get into the tutorial of actually showing you how to use tabs and how to add sub tabs in here, I'm going to hop over to my previous emails from October and November to show you how my emails looked then, and then how I plan to use the tabs to help me compartmentalize things going forward. So first things first is, in October, which is when I believe the tabs feature actually came out, towards the end of October, I was still managing my emails the old-fashioned way, right? So within my business, we do have a project management system set up in Notion, which is where we track our tasks. But when it comes to writing long form content, emails, things like that, we typically write it in a Google Doc and then link it in Notion. So we write all of our emails for the month in one Google Doc. And you can see over to the left, here's email 1, 2, 3, and so on. So I have up to 15 emails. And in my business, we send at least 3 emails per week. So typically we write at least 12 emails a month that go out for email marketing. And so in October, I would literally just use the headline to kind of create a placeholder, a timestamp, so we know where each new email starts, so we can quickly come in here and grab it when we need to add it into ConvertKit, which is what I use for email marketing. But in October, I was like, we sent a lot of emails. I mean, in November, we sent a lot of emails. We had Black Friday going on. We also did pre-orders or pre-launch for a new hiring toolkit called HireCorrect. So we sent maybe 30 emails in November. So this was a perfect opportunity for me to actually leverage tabs to help me kind of compartmentalize and organize all of the emails. So as you can see in November, this looks a little different, and that is because I created a main tab that said November emails. And then within the November emails tab, I created sub tabs for each week. Now, what you can't see now is all the additional emails that I wrote for the month of November, and that's because they're kind of hidden inside of the sub tab. So when I click on week 1, you can see it takes me to week 1, but if I click on it, it actually opens up and you can see that there is 4 emails written for week 1. And then if I go to week 2, it's going to take me to the week 2 tab, or the week 2 space, and then you can see there's 3 emails written that went out for week 2. And then week 3, I think this was like right before Black Friday, so we had a little bit more emails. And then week 4, we went crazy, right? Because this was Black Friday week, so all those emails are in the week 4 kind of bucket. And so this essentially helps you to kind of compartmentalize your emails or your content, so you don't have to kind of focus on everything at one time, like in the example of my October emails, where it's just like, here's everything you wrote for the month, right? So essentially what tabs is going to allow you to kind of hide and focus on what you want to focus on. So like when I click on week 4, you can see it hides everything that's in there, but when I hit week 4, it opens it up, and then I can still leverage the header and outline to kind of go to the email that I need to go to. So how I plan to actually use this going into Q1 is, instead of having a Google Doc for each month like I did for October and November, we are going to see how it works with having all Q1 emails in the same Google Doc. And so in order to do that, we're going to leverage tabs so that we can create kind of like a compartment for each month in Q1. So for example, when you open Google Docs, it automatically has this one tab there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to click the little dots over here, and I'm going to click rename, and I'm going to name this January emails. And then I'm going to create a second tab, and to create a second tab, I'm just hitting the plus sign here. And then I'm going to rename this to February emails. And then I'm going to add one more tab, and we're going to call this March emails. So now I have kind of a bucket for each month of emails. What I'm going to do is go into each month and then create a sub tab so that I can add each week. So in order to create a sub tab, all I have to do is just click the little three, I guess you would still call those ellipses, even though they're going up and down instead of left and right. I don't know, y'all. Don't judge me. But I'm going to click the three dots, ellipses, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to click where it says add sub tab. Okay, I'm going to click add sub tab. And when you see I add that, it automatically adds a tab under January. So now I can just rename this week 1. And then I'm going to go back up here. I'm going to add another sub tab, and we're going to name this one week 2. And then I would continue on till I believe there's 4 weeks in January. It may be 5. I feel like January is always kind of longer. But anyways, essentially I would just do this. And then now, instead of me having to go from 3 different Google Docs in Q1, all of our Q1 emails will be in the same place. So you can use this maybe for your own email marketing process. You could also leverage this if, let's say, you're working on a book or you're working on a course curriculum. Then you can have all of your course curriculum in one doc, where in the past you may have used multiple docs. You may have had a doc for module 1, module 2, module 3, so on. So at a very high level, you can have the main category be for like your outline or index. And then you can have a tab for module 1. And then in module 1, you can have sub tabs for your lessons or your exercises or maybe assessments or whatever you're including. And then you can kind of switch back and forth between modules and lessons without feeling overwhelmed. So a lot of people have kind of asked, what is the difference between Google Tabs and just using Outline? And as you can see, if I hop back over to November, that essentially using tabs, even if you can still use the outline, but using them in kind of conjunction with your tabs and subtags is going to help you to organize your content a little bit better. So I still have like my header here. You can see this says email 14, but when I click on week 1, this is going to take me to all of my emails for week 1, which is emails 1 through 4. And then I can quickly go to whatever email I need to go to. Or if I know we sent out an email for like pre-Black Friday, I know that would be week 3. And I can come in here and I can quickly find whatever email I need to without having to scroll continuously. For example, if we're like looking at October emails and trying to scroll through all of these and kind of not having to look at that. But that's just how I am leveraging the new Google Docs tabs in my business. Let me know down in the comments below of this video. Have you tapped into tabs at all yet? How are you leveraging it? If you have other use case scenarios where it's helping you to get organized, compartmentalizing? Let me know down in the comments below this video. If you found this video helpful, make sure you give it a thumbs up, okay? Give it a thumbs up. And if you are new here, make sure you subscribe to the channel so you will be the first one to get notified anytime I upload other Google Workspace tutorials just like this one, okay? If you want to see more Google Workspace tutorials, make sure you check out the playlist in the description or pinned comment below. Bye, y'all.
There's no stopping me now. I know my 𝗧𝗵𝗲𝗃. Money's all over me. I'm called to be rich and be free.